Good morning, guys, and welcome back. So it's actually super early in the morning right now, a little too early for me, but like I do have to get going somewhere else, so we'll go ahead and get this one started and out of the way for the morning and early in the morning. Today we'll be continuing down like the Rustin Pomade line, and yesterday we looked at their deluxe pomade, and so today we look at the Rustin water-based Supreme pomade. And so what this is supposed to be like a firm hold version of the one we looked at yesterday. If you guys remember from yesterday, it was more of like a medium hold, low endurance, but like good performing like pomade. And so what we hope for like out of the Supreme pomade is a more firm hold, better endurance, and basically to address all the concerns we had in the previous product and also in many of the other water-based products we now have on the market. And just for clarification for the future, now that we have a lot of these types of products on the market, for now, unless I come up with like another name, we'll go ahead and refer to these as like water-based pomade, since they still perform like a true pomade and just happen to be water-based. While what we previously conceived to be water-based pomades like Layrite, Suavecito, Boulevard Nights, stuff like that, those things that actually dry, we'll go ahead and start calling them gel pomades, similar to the Imperial product that actually is called a gel pomade. Mostly because like gels are water-based always, and also these gels harden up, which is a primary characteristic of those products. So just for distinction, not really for anything else, not really to like diss them in any sort of way, but just to go ahead and make it clear, and so you guys know what I'm talking about, because they're remarkably different products. I don't want to mix them up and put them in the same category. So anyways, Rustin water-based Supreme Hold pomade. Go ahead and start looking at the jar like any other review. So here is the pomade. This is Rustin water-based Supreme pomade. Same exact labeling as before, minus the distinction here and also the change to a gray type of label. So you have your ingredients on the left and directions on the right. Comes in a nice clear jar, which allows you to see the product, which looks exactly like the previous pomade, the deluxe pomade. And that's something we expect. I mean, it's the same type of like base formula, and so with like just like a strength change or like a firmness change, like you're not really expecting the pomade to look that different unless the person like recolored it. Opening it up, you'll see the pomade inside, and if you can't see it correctly, or like if you can really notice it, the pomade does look a little more grainy, a little more firm and stuff, and not as smooth as the previous one. And more importantly, we'll see this in the performance. So let's go ahead and get that started. So before I actually looked at the official description of the scent, I went ahead and tried to like describe the smell of the pomade to myself. And it, like in a way, it's similar to like the deluxe pomade. It still has that like sweet, like creamy type of smell to it, but it has like a kind of like a roastiness to it, kind of like as though you were like baking a cake, like it's like frosting on a baked cake. And so that's the scent I get. But the official description is like tobacco amber, which actually makes sense, I guess. But yeah, it's actually a really nice smell, a little more aggressive than the deluxe pomade, which was a smooth scent. This one's a little more aggressive, but still a nice scent. So scooping it out of the jar is still like a similar experience. You'll be able to like move the product, push it, but the difficult part will be kind of trying to get it out of the jar, because like it will move easily, but it's a really dry product, so you won't be able to like just stick it to your fingers and then lift it out. Like it will fall back into the jar. And as you can see, I can ball it into a, well, I can ball it up just like the previous one. In this one right away, like I kind of do feel some like grains of wax still left over, and so you really want to like agitate the product in your hands to make sure those get like broken down. And it's not hard to do so, but you just want to make sure you do that, because once they go in your hair, it's not like you're going to break them down in your hair. They're going to stay that way. So you want to do that now. Despite the firmer consistency, it's still like the same experience applying it to your hair. Still an easy task. Nothing really to it. And as you can tell, or rather as I hope you saw, like my hair, that was after 1 day of build-up. Well, build-up by the deluxe pomade. And so what I mean to say is that it actually washes all out and super easily. Like, actually, even if you wanted to build up, I don't think you can get it. It probably will just wash out. And so right now what I'm doing is just making sure I don't really have any like beads of wax left over. And it looks like that was all dealt with. The scent is still kind of permeating around. It smells nice and stuff like that. Its presence is known. How long it will last, we'll keep note of that throughout the day. It definitely it has like a thicker consistency to it. The other one I was able to really agitate with very little friction, but this one like sticks a lot more. But we really just need to see whether that like really comes out in the performance of the product or not, because there's many times we've seen products that have a thicker consistency but absolutely help you like not at all more than like in a medium like pomade. So what we care more about is whether it actually helps us in performance. And also, I think this product will lend itself slightly better to like a loose pompadour, or like a hand cone one, since it seems and appears a lot, well, not a lot more, but a little more dry than the previous one. Alright, so with the product applied, let's go ahead and slick our hair back. This makes sure, or this helps to make sure that the pomade is applied evenly and there's no extra buildup. And especially with this one, with those like little beads of wax, you really want to make sure like you either break them down or get them out of your hair. So just like the deluxe pomade, I mean, the comb moves through my hair really easily. It's really easy to change the direction, no discomfort at all, and it's just a really soft product to work with. So let's go ahead and start forming the part now, and we'll see how well it does with that. I mean, it's interesting. It's still a really soft product to work with. It's like definitely really pliable. And so the general shape of my sides have been like formed. Still the hairs are like sticking up. I mean, something you expect, something I talked about in the last like review. But overall, like not bad at all compared to other pomades. And on the opposing side, same thing. Like just relative placement, general form. And go ahead and start forming like the pomp itself now. And in all honesty, like there you go. Really, like this is an easy, predictable product to style with. Like it's not hard at all. You can easily achieve what you're trying to get. And this is exactly why I like these new like water-based pomades. Like they actually style like exactly how I expect them to. It's just like the characteristics of their products and my hair fit together extremely well. But yeah, I mean, so like the general shape is like good. The height is just a little higher than like the deluxe pomade. What I really care about is whether this one will last a day. Like I actually don't really care about the height. I want it to just last the day. And that's an issue we've seen with like the deluxe pomade. Crystal Lake, and often with like the Teddy Boy Original and the Teddy Boy Matte. And so that's like the true characteristic we're hoping to address with this product. Sides, like I said, are still sticking up right here. It is on the shorter side. Super heavy, like gel pomade will keep it down, but this is like good for like a water-based like pomade and stuff like that, or even an oil-based pomade. Like this is what I generally expect. What else? The shine is definitely like a little less than the deluxe pomade. And because of that, we also notice that it's not as slick. I mean, it's still like a slick product, but it's just like a little bit less. I mean, like, I just had to fix a stray hair, but it's actually nothing really significant. You probably won't notice it. The scent is still here, really light, but still aggressive. We'll see whether it lasts the whole day or not. By previous experience, it probably won't last the whole day. But yeah, so this is what we have for now. Good pompadour. It is nice, for sure. No doubt about that. And so go ahead, go throughout my whole day now, come back in many hours at the end of the day, and go ahead and talk about how well the pomade fared. Alright, what up guys? So I'm back now, end of the day. It's the last day of the weekend, so as you guys probably like have noticed, I'm back in my dorm, so let's go ahead and wrap up this review here. Unfortunately, I don't really have good news for you guys. I mean, as you can probably see, I got a pretty sad pomp going on right now, and this isn't what I expected. This isn't what I was hoping for, of course. Like, I did lose about like almost 50 to 70% of my hold. Like, that's not how much I retained, that's how much I lost. So what I have right now is like just a little more than like 1/3 of the hold I once had in the morning. So that's a really significant loss, and I was really hoping for Supreme Pomade to be like a true firm hold pomade. But I guess it seems like water-based pomades still have a way to go in terms of really grasping, or rather really embodying that good endurance that we typically associate with some of the waxier oil-based pomades and some of the really ridiculous heavy hold gel pomades. And so I guess it still has a long way to go, but of course we can expect them to make that trip. We can expect Rocky of Rustin like Pomade to really make that trip, and all the other water-based brewers who always been open to innovation. And so, like, the slickness is still good. I mean, like, I don't really have straight hair, so that's not an issue. The shine is just a notch below what it once was before. The scent is essentially gone, and overall, like, everything still feels really nice. Like, I swear, my hair feels, like, really, like, healthy. It feels nice. Not greasy, not oily, but just, like, good. But still, at the end of the day, I can't maintain a pomp for the entire day with this pomade. And I can probably just name like 1 or 2 of these new like water-based pomades that can actually like last for a majority of the day. This is still something like the brewers still got to work at, but hey, we can expect in the near future. This isn't something that's far off. But yeah, so this has been a review for Rustin water-based Supreme Hold pomade. Everything was really good. Like, I like it overall, but this endurance is still lacking, and which makes it really hard to differentiate between the Supreme Pomade and the Deluxe Pomade. They're almost identical in my book. And so if I had to choose between the two, I actually probably still pick the Deluxe Pomade just because of the scent. I don't like sweet scents, but that one does really work well. That one really hits a spot and is something like kind of unique and pleasing. And so, yeah, I mean, keep an eye out after this review. To be perfectly honest, we can actually probably expect Rocky to reformulate the Supreme Hold. And it's just a really new product, so he is really like still open reformulating and still always striving to make something good. Like, I know him personally, and like he's a really good guy, and we can expect great things out of him. So yeah, Rustin water-based Supreme Hold, this is it. Other than that, I'll see you guys not next weekend. I'm going to Vegas, so the weekend after that, probably, unless I slip something in. But yes, so see you guys 2 weeks from now.